Last time we took a look at the new minion box, Palace of the Drow Queen. You can see that review in the eye in the corner up there. Today we are pulling out the accompanying boss box, Lair of the Drider. If you get freaked out seeing spiders, this may not be the best video for you. Now, Steamforged Games introduced their own drow lore with that minion box, and I'm curious to see what they do with Driders. In 5e D&D lore, Lolth turns those drow who have failed her into the monstrous Driders as a punishment. The other drow fear and despise Driders, seeing them as cursed. So, with thanks to Steamforged Games for sending us this box to review, let's see what they have in store for us in the Lair of the Drider. Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The deck of many animated 5e reference cards can bring even more magic to your games, and they make fantastic gifts. Get animated spell cards, condition cards, or townsfolk NPCs. You can even get in-game items like the Deck of Illusions and the Deck of Many Things. Enhance your magic today by combining the animated Spellcraft Volume 1 deck from Hit Point Press with our free exclusive custom 5e spells at gallantgoblin.com/spellcraft. Inside this box is our double-sided map, a set of 10 Drow Warrior tokens in case you don't have the minis from the minion box, the 35-page encounter booklet, our cheeky little advert, and our pre-assembled but unprimed and unpainted Drider Mini. And here is the gargantuan-sized mini. Like most of the boss boxes, the booklet lore behind the big bad, in this case the Drider, includes a lot of options for you to choose rather than just one canon origin story. Maybe the Drider was created by Lolth, or here called the Spider Goddess, as a servant. Maybe they are created by the nightmares of the Drow Queen with power bestowed by the Spider Goddess herself. Maybe Drow are turned into Driders as punishment, but perhaps some seek out the dreadful transformation. And as always, we get 3 different stat blocks for tiers 1, 2, and 3 of play. Steamforged has never missed with their boss minis. This one is solid, detailed, and well designed. I really want to see it painted up, but as far as I can tell, there aren't any painted examples of it online just yet. If you do pick this one up and paint it, please share your work with us on our Discord channel and tag me to see it. To put things into scale for you, here you can see the Drider next to some of our other recent epic encounter bosses. Man, look at all those baddies. That's a pretty good lineup. Let's take a look at the map now. The Drider double-sided map is harkening back to the old style a bit where we have similar terrain features on each side, but in different configurations. I'll show you the other side in a moment. This is a barren patch of ground in the Underdark with blasted, traversable tunnels, clusters of crystals glowing with a sickly light, and lots of webbing, all of which have gameplay implications. For example, the crystals will poison or even exhaust you if you stand near them for too long. The book also presents the option of introducing a few eldritch horror elements into your storytelling here. The other side of the map again has the same general features in a different arrangement and color palette. I'm very happy that they managed to take this dark, subterranean terrain and make a map without falling into that same trap of having it be too dark again. Unlike the minion box map, you can use this map for all sorts of encounters. Just remember that you have it the next time you have an Underdark adventure. The booklet gives you everything you need for a cinematic and memorable Drider boss encounter. As always, it's not a single adventure, but a collection of ideas and guides to help you run a Drider encounter in your own adventures. Not only do they give you lots of one-time abilities to go beyond the stat block to surprise your players, but they give you lots of ideas on how to set the mood for the encounter. This isn't just a battle against a half-man, half-spider. This is an otherworldly, cosmic horror film that your players have stumbled into. This Drider doesn't respond to foes the way most monsters do. It flickers between realities and does what it was always going to do, regardless of the actions of the players. It can obviously attack with its stinger and shoot out webs to restrain and poison the PCs, but it can also pull itself apart into 3 different versions of itself for a round. It can clutch a victim almost tenderly in its arms, unhinge its jaws, and use its flickering tongue to open a hole in space and time, which has the possibility of turning the victim into a new Drider. There is a ton of stuff in here if eldritch horror is a theme that you and your group enjoy. The only real criticism I have of this box is a little problem that we've seen before. Remnants of previous bosses can seep into the booklet as they copy and paste templates for each new project. This time there's a couple of places where they call the Drider a dinosaur, but it's just in a header, so we're not really missing anything any content. Also, they do have a little bit of a loot table with the options that you can get from defeating the Drider, but it's all relatively mundane stuff like gold or like a +2 weapon. I would still love to see a page dedicated to rewards that the PCs could craft or earn from these epic encounters, something really thematic that they can have on their character sheets going forward that would remind them of this encounter. It could even be a seed for a new quest that they need to go on to complete this magic item or boon or whatever it is. Give the players something lasting to take with them. Epic Encounters Lair of the Drider will be available next week, June 5th, for between $45 and $50. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section down below. I haven't seen any teases yet of what the next Epic Encounter box is going to be, but we do still have the rest of the local Legends set that we will hopefully be showing you here soon. So be sure you're subscribed to see that. In the meantime, go get yourself some free 5e spells designed by us that you can pair with the Animated Spellcraft Volume 1 deck from Hit Point Press. We'll be expanding our collection of new spells probably this week, this month, so stay tuned for that. If you have a card in the deck that you want to spell for, let us know and we'll see if we can move it up the queue for you. You can find all our free 5e and Pathfinder content on our social media platforms over here. For now though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.